Hello! Today we've got another shopping haul video of you. Yeah, because I didn't really go shopping this month. Well, I did go shopping once. In any case, yeah, I just gathered a lot of stuff over the course of the month and, or month and a half, I'm not sure. Yeah, I just gathered a lot of stuff and it's enough right now to do a shopping haul video. I'll probably go shopping again at the end of the month and do another shopping haul then. But for now this is it. It's mostly makeup items. So I'll just start with everything else and then enter the makeup items because that's the most. Before I forget, I also bought this shirt. I'm also, not all that much into buying clothes right now because I just bought a lot of clothes. Last time this is really the only piece of clothing, or apart from socks. But I bought was really longer in the back and it's just really nice. There's this knot here and yeah, this black thing down here is actually just a other shirt because it's really it is a very deep v-neck, but yeah, I really like it. I bought it at Light in the Box, which is sort of eBay like, but it has like different payment methods also, so yeah, so you don't really need a credit card or PayPal for it, and I wanted to try it at the website, so I did, and it's really a lot of really a lot of cheap stuff. This one the shirt was about 20 euros I think. So really cheap and really nice and it's just really like shiny and cool. I really like it. It's really useful for autumn, but I think like with sleeves and everything it will be way too cold in winter, at least here in the Netherlands. But for autumn I really like it, so yeah. Also that was literally the only website where I could find a shirt with a really deep v-neck. Apart from really expensive boutiques and everything, and yeah, I'm not all that much into expensive clothes. I'm more into cheap stuff, so that's why I chose this one. Then the other only piece of clothing that I bought this month, that made no sense. Yeah, in any case, yeah, I just bought socks. These are from Hunkemuller and they're just adorable with little bunny ears on one of them and a little bunny face. There were actually two pairs of these, but the other one is in the washing machine. The other pair is in the washing machine right now. But they came just in two sets basically, and they were like 7 euros I think, about 7 euros. They're just really pink and really fluffy and really warm, and yeah, I live in an attic, so it's pretty cold here up in the attic in autumn, so yeah, it's just really nice to have some fluffy socks to just wear and have nice warm feet, and there's actually pieces of fluff coming off them. But yeah, they're really cute and really warm and I really like them. They are sort of slippery because they don't have like any sort of plastic or rubber underneath them, so they're pretty slippery, but I don't mind. I like them. So yeah, those are the only clothing items I bought. Then I also bought some piercing items. I'll start with the ones that I'm wearing. This one, I have no idea how much this was. Bought it like a year ago, but I finally got to change my industrial piercing. So I'm wearing it now, and this one, the ring, I'm not sure if you can tell from this distance. It's just a gold plated surgical steel lip ring, a smooth segment ring, which is hell to actually manage to close, but it worked in the end. So yeah, now it's in there and I'm probably not going to change it for a long time because it was so much trouble to actually get it in, just get the segment into the rest of the ring. Yeah, look up a smooth segment ring and you understand how difficult it is to actually get them to close. But yeah. It's just a really nice ring I think, and yeah, I just really wanted a lip ring. And yeah, I think it was about 7 euros. I bought those at all piercing jewelry, I bought at alloverpiercings.nl by the way. But I also bought two sets of like, I think they were like 12 euros, but I'm not sure. But they're also industrial piercings. So they just came with 3 bars. I also have these bars in silver. And yeah, all 3 of them have a different length, just depending on how long your industrial is. So yeah, basically, if only the largest one will fit, then the other 2 will be useless. But you know, it's not that expensive, so whatever. And they also come with balls. There are obviously 3 other balls, but I don't keep balls on them. Yeah. Also, they came with little pieces of like center jewelry for the industrial bars. I actually meant in the video like from 2 weeks ago, when I showed how to change out industrial piercing jewelry, I actually meant to show you how to put the centerpieces in then, but it was the first time that I actually changed it. So I didn't have the courage to do that, but I'll make a separate video on that later. But yeah, they're just like this bow tie, this is one of them. They're just sort of things that you can just put in the center of the bar, and then it just looks like so, and yeah. I think it'll look really cute, but yeah, I'll just make a video about that in like 2-3 weeks, I don't know. Maybe next week, I'm not sure, when I have time to really like change it and everything. Then I have this music thing. I'm not all that much into music, so I have no idea what exactly it is, but it looks fun. And I also have 2 of these little music things. I'm trying to hold it in a way that you can see it, but it's really tiny, so I'm not sure if you can. But this has really nice small rhinestones in it, and it looks really cute. But I'm probably going to do the video with the bow tie, because it's just bigger and it's easier to see. But yeah, those are all the piercing jewelry things that I bought. I haven't been noticing that I didn't like, I don't know, I haven't been buying a lot of piercing jewelry lately, just because, well, mainly I'm quite happy with what I'm wearing right now. So yeah, except for, well, I mean, not that I'm unhappy with my rook piercing, but I really want to be able to change it, because I want to change it into a gold coated thing as well. But yeah, I'm just really happy with what I'm wearing right now. I don't particularly want to change it. I don't change my piercing jewelry all that often. So yeah, I don't really have much need for more. I did change the ball on my tongue piercing. Wait. I hope you can see that. It's just one of the balls that actually came with the sort of purple-ish industrial bars. They're both 1.6 millimeter in like thickness. So yeah, we don't have gauges. We don't use gauges in the Netherlands. We just use millimeters. So I have no idea how much gauges that is, but yeah, I just use it on my tongue piercing because it works, it fits, and it looks nice. And I just wanted something different that was more suitable for autumn. Because we used to have the one in there with all the little tiny rhinestones, which was really fun for summer, but I just wanted something purple now. Yeah, then another thing I bought were candy canes, which I bought at Big Bazaar, which is a large budget store here in the Netherlands. These were only like €1 and they're still edible until the 1st of September 2016. So I'm probably going to throw them in my Christmas tree this year, because I have this, I have a plastic Christmas tree, and it's really big and cute and fluffy, and I really like it, and it has like fake snow all over it, and yeah. It's just, you know, things with like red in it just look really, really fun on it. Just really like, it really stands out. And yeah, I just like having candy in my Christmas tree. I also like having just regular Christmas ornaments in my Christmas tree, but I also like to have candy in them. And I'm actually the kind of person who will force herself to not eat the candy until Christmas is over. Yep. So yeah, these are 12 of them. So this is gonna look cute. I'm probably gonna buy some more when winter comes, because I want the look of the more colors of them. So yeah. And yeah, then it's time to, oh no, wait, one thing before I move on to makeup. I also bought at the DM in Germany a lot of hair dye, because here in the Netherlands these packages cost about €15, and in Germany they only cost €5. So really that explains why I went all the way to there to buy them. It's like 1.5 hour car ride only, so it's not that far away. But it's totally worth it, because I bought 6 packages of hair dye in the shade Glowing Copper, which is in Netherlands is called Mango, and it's just shade 74. And yeah, it's basically the hair dye I always use. And yeah, I am going to start with using actually 2 packages of hair dye each time I dye it from now on, because I used to only do the roots, but the thing with orange is that it sort of fades to a sort of duller dark blonde shade. I mean, like, I'm natural dark blonde, so on me it fades to a dull dark blonde shade, and I just have this whole patch of dull dark blonde color where, you know, 1 package of hair dye just won't reach if I'm doing my roots. So yeah, I have really thick hair, so I just need 2. So now for now I'm just gonna do 2 packages of hair dye each time I use. I'm gonna use 2 packages of hair dye each time I do my hair. Yep. So yeah, and I dye my hair like once every 2 or 3 months, depending on how fast it grows at that point in time, and just how bright the sun is and how quickly it fades and everything. So this is gonna last me for quite some time. So that's good. Yeah, that was the last non-makeup product. I'll just continue with the other stuff I bought at DM, which was also this nail polish. It's actually by their own brand, which is called Trended Up. Trended Up Double Volume and Shine Nail Polish. It's color shade, this is a color shade 200. Yeah, it's sort of a really, really dark purple burgundy color. In the shade it looks black, and in the sunlight it's a really beautiful shade of burgundy. I really like it. It has a really like white brush, which I think is very easy to work with. It covers really well, and once I just wore it on its own without top coat because I'd run out of top coat. And I only used base coat and 3 layers of this, and it actually just, you know, stayed on my nails throughout the working day as a mailman, which is quite an accomplishment for a nail polish, and I think it was only like 1 or 2 euros. Really cheap and pretty large bottle still. So that's really, really good. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. Definitely going to buy more of those nail polish next time I'm in Germany. Another thing I bought was another Maybelline Color Tattoo in the shade Crème de Rose. Or Crème de Rosé if it's supposed to be French, whatever. Because these are also way cheaper in Germany than here in the Netherlands. Here in the Netherlands it's like 10 or 11 euros. While in Germany they're only 6 euros. Really, why is everything so expensive here? But yeah, I was looking for a nude shade of a cream eyeshadow, and these are by far my favorite cream eyeshadow, so I was really happy when I realized they were cheaper there, so I bought this one. And yeah, I'm actually wearing it as a base right now because, well, I just noticed like at makeup school they taught me to really like put enough powder on the eye that it feels smooth and then it doesn't crease. And it doesn't crease, it really works really well. But the downside is when you're using, especially when you're using cheaper eyeshadows like the ones I'm wearing right now, it's mostly base cosmetics. And they have really nice colors, but they don't really like grab onto the eyelid all that well. Especially not when there's already a lot of powder on the eyelid. So when I apply this first, it actually has something to like hang on to. And the colors just come out looking way, way brighter and way more visible, way better. So yeah, I'm really enjoying using this. I'm basically using it every day. So you're probably going to see it in tutorials as well. Yeah, and another thing I bought there, that was the last thing I bought there. It's the Maybelline Baby Skin Primer. I have been like looking for a new primer for some time because I still have a Catrice Prime Fine Primer, which still isn't empty and it still works really well, but you know, I only have one and I want to have some like choices between primers. And then I saw this one. I can't remember how much this was actually. But yeah, it's a pore minimizer, and I'm definitely going to do a review on this because so far I really like it, so I think it deserves a review. So yeah, for more information about this you're gonna have to wait for the review or look up someone else's reviews, whatever. But yeah, I can tell you so far I really like it, and it really does sort of minimizes the pores. It doesn't like make them disappear completely or anything, pardon, but it does minimize them, which is all it promises to do, so yeah. Yeah, then another cream face product that I bought is the Garnier BB cream in Miracle Skin Perfector, which looks like this in the shade Light, which actually comes in this box. I've seen this box so many times and I've looked at this so many times and I was always like, nah, I'll just buy something else. I don't know, it just never really, like, I was always interested in it, but there's not enough to actually buy it. And then I saw it at a budget store where it was only 6 euros instead of like 11 euros. So I was like, well, why not try it? So yeah, I bought the light version, which is actually still like too dark for me in my natural, like when I'm this skin tone it will work, but I'm fake tan now. When I'm actually like in my completely natural skin tone in winter, then this will be way too dark. So yeah, I'm gonna review it, but I'm gonna review it while wearing fake tan. But yeah, I don't know, I've really like been enjoying wearing fake tan lately, so yeah. I still use the Saint Tropez fake tan in dark, by the way, except for on my face. Then I just use the normal version because my face just gets way too dark otherwise. But yeah, then it just won't fit my body anymore. In any case, yeah. The Garnier BB Cream Miracle Skin Perfector. So far I really like it. I'm definitely also going to do a review on this. And yeah. I did actually notice thicker than the average BB cream. But it doesn't really take all that much to like cover your entire face. So I'm just really taking the time to really like use it and use it often enough so I can really give like a full review. But I do need to, of course, keep enough to actually show you, you know, how to apply it or how to apply it. Show you the footage of myself applying it. So yeah, I'm probably gonna review it in a few weeks or so. So yeah. Then I bought 2 brushes. I bought these at Born Pretty Store. Actually bought them. I didn't get them sent for review or anything. I actually bought them myself. I bought this one for in my makeup kit because I was still looking for like a brush to apply like just a thin layer of foundation with. And yeah, I mean, to my surprise, they were only like 5 or 6 euros per piece. To my surprise, they're actually very good. I was honestly surprised about that. They're not really light, but they feel a little bit less sturdy than expensive brushes, of course, but they don't feel too cheap or anything. And no matter how hard I push on my skin, they just won't feel like, they won't feel prickly or anything. They just feel really, really nice, soft, and really like gentle to the skin. It works really well for what I bought it for, like BB cream and everything, so that's good. And this one I actually bought for myself, for my own personal makeup stuff. That I also use for tutorials and such, and just everyday use. This one is a pointed brush, as you can see, and I just use this to apply powder underneath my eyes and on my eyelids, and yeah, and just on the spots where I get oily the quickest. And I also really like this, same as with the other one. It just doesn't feel like too rough on the skin. It just feels completely smooth and soft and gentle, and I just really love it. One downside is, and that's so far the only downside I've been able to find out about them. When you wash them, they stay wet for like twice as long as the average makeup brush. I don't know why, I don't know how, I just have no idea what the logic is behind that. But they do. But yeah, I mean, as long as that's the only downside, I really don't mind. So yeah, and then there's the last, oops, almost dropped something. And the last thing I bought are 2 MAC lipsticks, which, yeah, they're basically the two second, well, the second and the third MAC products that I ever bought. Because like the first thing I bought of MAC was a concealer, the Pro Longwear concealer, and I know a lot of people love it, and it probably worked great for them. It didn't work for me at all. Like, for starters, I actually went to the store. That was before I went to makeup school myself, so I had no idea how to like pick the right color yet. So I trusted them, and you know, I'm sure there's a lot of people at Douglas that actually like here in the Netherlands, the MAC stores are inside Douglas stores, and some only have a counter. In any case, yeah, I mean, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who actually do know what they're talking about, but the guy I asked didn't. Like, he gave me, like, I asked for a highlighting concealer, and he actually gave me one that was like 2 shades darker than my skin tone. And in the store, like with the bad lighting, I mean, it probably wasn't even his fault, because with the bad lighting and everything, you know, it wasn't really visible, it was too dark. But then at home I looked in the mirror and I was like, okay, this looks horrific. Because he actually applied it on me and I was like, no. When I was at home, but yeah, I already bought it. Also, it really went into the lines underneath my eyes, so yeah, it didn't work out for me. Somehow it just doesn't work with my skin. Too bad, but now I have it in my makeup kit and I use it on other people, and on other people it actually does work. So yeah, it's just my skin just not liking it. But yeah, that's just the whole reason why it took me quite some time to actually purchase another MAC product, because I don't know, it was a really expensive concealer, and it was just such a disappointment that it just didn't work. That I was just like, okay, this is it. This is just the famous brands. Yeah. And yeah, I just didn't really feel compelled to buy another thing from them, really, because, you know, it was like, yeah, I'll just try different brands, maybe they'll work better for me. But then I finally got around to actually buying a lipstick, because I still did want to try them, and everyone just loves them, and I was like, you know, maybe the lipstick do work for me. So I bought one. It actually took me like an hour to choose which color, and eventually I made my final decision for a very stupid reason when it comes to lipstick, I guess. I was trying to pick between like 3 purple burgundy-ish lipsticks by MAC, and I can't remember what the other 2 were. And I chose Rebel because the name made me think of the David Bowie song, Rebel. So yeah. But it is a really nice color. I always have this like tendency to buy makeup products with nice names, or names that remind me of songs that I like. But yeah, it's a really nice color. It looks like this, and on the lips it looks like this, because I'm actually wearing it right now. I also really like to combine it with a darker lip pencil. It actually looks darker, but this time I just applied it on its own. And as you can see, it's basically the same shade as the wall behind me, which happens to be one of my favorite colors. So I really am very glad that I actually chose this one. This is a satin finish, by the way. And then the other one that I bought like a week later. These are, by the way, probably everyone knows that, but they're 19 euros and 50 cents per piece. which is a bit more than I usually spend on lipstick, so I'm not going to like buy a lot of them all at once, but I'm probably going to collect a few more over the course of the next few months or so. But yeah, the second one I also bought because the name reminded me of a song. It's All Fired Up, which made me think of the song All Fired Up by Packard. And this is one of the retro matte lipsticks, which looks like this. It's a really nice bright shade of pink. The camera doesn't really do it justice, I think. I don't know, it just looks like, it looks better on the lips. I'm always very careful when swatching an expensive lipstick, by the way. Yeah. Really bright, really cool, and I just really love it. And because it's a matte, it doesn't look too, I don't know, like, it looks more classy because it's matte, despite being bright pink. So yeah, I really love this one as well. I use it like 2 or 3 times a week. So yeah, I'm definitely happy I actually bought the MAC lipsticks, and I'm definitely going to buy more in the future. So yeah, and also really like the scent. I really have that vanilla scent, and yeah, I just really like everything about them, and it really lasts on my lips for a long time as well. So yeah, that's everything I bought this month. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this. I'll definitely do reviews on like a lot of stuff, also the MAC lipsticks of course. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Bye! Okay, so as always, changing out piercing jewelry starts with good hygiene. So I use this piercing soap by Queen of Rings, just a piercing